No, I wonder how often I'm gonna forget to go back and take the energy back to the temple before trying to leave. Like, how often do you think that's gonna happen? It already happened with, Aegon. I know for certain that it'll happen, and, that it may happen with Torvus. It definitely won't happen with Sanctuary, the third area. But anyway, this is that weird little cut-off area in the mining plaza, right above the Aegon map station. And this is just a really whacked little thing to do here. Like, it's just weird, because you, like, go into Dark Aether, then you come over here, just so you can reach the Dark Burst! Oh yeah! The Charge Beam combo for the Dark Beam! Boom! Wait until you see this thing in action. It is astounding! Dark Burst acquired. This powerful attack uses 5 missiles and 30 pieces of dark ammo. Charge the Dark Beam, then press Y to fire it. And thanks. And do we have any volunteers in the house? Oh, thank you so much. Watch this. It creates a freaking black hole to swallow up the enemies. If that's not awesome, nothing in the entire world is. You summon a freaking black hole to devour your enemies. And the Dark Burst is incredibly useful for taking out certain gigantic mechanical enemies later on in the game. And by the way, I am seriously considering just like randomly BSing my way through Metroid Zero Mission soon. I mean, Nintendo Capri Sun's doing 3 LPs. I have not considered doing 3 LPs at once simply for the sake of my sanity. Because, as you can tell from recent issues with uploading on a regular basis, I'm already doing pretty not well with 2 LPs. That's mostly because I lost enthusiasm in recording Wind Waker, and today I was debating if I should record Wind Waker or Prime 2 Echoes, simply because Wind Waker is really fun. I really do love that game, and I really love the first dungeon. Did I left one of them alive? I can't see past this quicksand shit. What are you doing standing up there like you're an actual space pirate? You are a flying pirate. You are above that. And I'm just heading over here because there's a missile expansion kit and a shortcut elevator over to the Torvus Bog. And I think by the time we reach the boss of the Torvus Bog, we can have... I'm probably severely wrong, like off by 30 missiles or so, but I'm thinking 140 missiles. Because for whatever reason, I remember having 115 missiles at some point in the submerged part of the Torvus Temple. And as you can see, you can just barely see that up here there's a Dark Rift. Oh man, just barely made it. Be careful you don't touch the Dark Rift before you activate it, because it could potentially bounce you back off onto the ramp. Happened to me. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the Dark Aether map to see if there's anything to get there. 90 missiles though. Very, very awesome. Very, very awesome. I do not think there's anything for us to get here. Oh, yeah, there's something to get between the Judgment Pit and the Battleground. But that is about it. So I'll just go ahead, go there. Ow. I hate inglets! They are everywhere! Their nasty black ooze ass is going all over the place. It's like they're white. It's like they're rubbing their ass all over the floors of every room in this freaking Dark Aether. They're like, hey, guess what? And Samus just wants to go, you bastard! And then that's when you blast with the missile. That's just my interpretation of what would happen if the inglets wiped their ass on the floor. Ow. Man, more of these Warrior Ing. Whatever. We couldn't access this before, obviously, because we can only access this with super missiles. And actually going through here is a very bad idea if you do not have enough energy, because you have to climb through Phazon in Dark Aether to reach this missile expansion. And now I am believing that we'll have 100 or so, or however many missiles it is we'll have when we hit the submerged temple. Is there anything else? No. I already got that. Alright, so I guess it's just time now to head on back to Adventureland. Not really. With the Seeker missile launcher, if you go into the Dark Torvus Bog, look around. I believe it's hidden behind a series of doors, like green and purple doors. You'll eventually find the beam ammo expansion for that area, but I'm going to wait before the boss to get it. Before the boss! Because I feel like it. Because, as I said when we got our very first beam ammo expansion, like part 9 or 10, there is a beam ammo expansion for every last area. I mean, there's one for everything from the Temple Grounds, the Aegon Wastes, the Torvus Bog, and Sanctuary. Actually, what's interesting is Sanctuary is dark side. It's not called Dark Sanctuary. It's called the Hive. Because the alternate, the Sanctuary, is where the Ing make their home. So, yeah. Awesome. But if you read up on the lore before you get there, you'll know the Sanctuary, or the Hive, will not be the very last area. Although with how many goddamn scans there are for that boss, it might as well be the final. It may seem like the final boss. I think it has 5 scans to it. The final boss, ironically enough, has 4, maybe, if you don't include the surprise, if you don't include the surprise butt rape part of the final battle. I believe there are 4 scans to that boss, to the final-esque boss. I'm wanting to say that's the case. But for whatever reason, I feel like I'm missing something. And I know it's gonna, I'm gonna stop the recording, and all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, right, it has X amount of phases. And I'll be like, ah, recording's over. Sorry, pool's closed. And I've just realized my commentary went from dull and basically just telling stories to, just weird and random, and why did I go this way? I'm a frickin' idiot, that's why. Yes, I'm a frickin' idiot. Yes, I'm a frickin' idiot. But anyway, if you think the backtracking in Prime 1 and 2 are very, very obnoxious, wait until you get to Prime 3. It's not sandbox, but it's rather free. Like, you can pretty much go damn near anywhere you want, as long as you have access to it. And yes, I'm fighting the flow. I have the boost ball, so I can do this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because up here we have another Seeker Missile door, and these Seeker Missile doors can drive you freaking up the walls, Charizard, if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing. So here we have the beginning of some of the bonus elevators that lead between the areas. I know there are 2 elevators that lead between Sanctuary and the other areas. There's one that's we've actually been in the room that leads to the elevator that connects with Sanctuary and the Aegon Wastes. Ow, I just got hit by my own missile. And in the Torvus Bog, I'm not sure. Yeah, see, sometimes it won't work. You'll miss one target. There we go. I'm not quite sure where the Thingy McThingyson is in this area. The elevator. Oh, yep. Now I remember where the elevator to Sanctuary in the Torvus Bog is. I'm not sure if we have enough time to reach that item. We may. I'm probably going to stop recording here soon. But well, no. This area should only take. It'll take 20 minutes. It'll be a minute 50. Actually, I've got. Why is it when I start off, I always miscalculate how much time I have? Oh, wait for it. Listen to music. 100% Pirates, that's a Preed. Oh my god, guys. Nostalgia-gasm much. If you remember this song, you are pro. And if you don't, go back to my Super Metroid LP and listen to the music in that small little portion of Brinstar. It's called Red Brinstar. If you look up the song on YouTube, Red Soil or Red Brinstar, OST or original soundtrack, Super Metroid, something, look up this song. Because the submerged Torvus Temple, which is this entire area, I'll show you in a little bit. This whole area down here, this is the submerged temple, or the Torvus Under Temple, I guess you could call it. This whole Under Temple has a remix of Red Soil, or Red Brinstar, as its song. And floating around, yeah, right down there, we have blogs! And you know how they kill you? They post pointless and stupid shit. No, these blogs are actually gigantic fish with mouths that open up in so many ways, it's not even funny. But anyway, the whole purpose of the Under Temple and reaching this next item, which I think, yeah, it's required, is basically to lift all of these locks. Watch out for the blogs, by the way, if you hear just like something rushing at you while speaking nonsense, it's probably a blog. But by scanning that, we opened up access to this. I'm going to be a gentleman. Up! Up, Bobo! And I am going to use 5 missiles on this door before claiming these next 5 missiles. Bring us to 100 missiles! I don't know why I just pulled a Slowflake there, but it's not like it's a bad thing. Speaking of, oh yeah, that's right, Slowflake said he was going to be out till early October.